Fam, great evening, great evening. I hope each and every one of you is doing amazing. Stock Option Sniper here. It's January 8th at 8:31 p.m. I want to create this very special video for you guys. This coming New Year's, I've been coming out with a lot of content, and I'm just always here to give us a friendly reminder, right? Today I'm gonna go over the sniper trading system, right? The sniper trading system. I've been talking about this for a very, very long time in my YouTube channel, and I'm just here to remind you guys. Some of you guys are sick and tired of hearing it, and some of you guys literally just love the fact that I keep on reminding you guys. Some of you guys fall off the trail, and then I'm here to remind you guys once again that you cannot fall off. Your job is to find that edge. What does an edge mean? An edge means that you have that strategy that you can follow every single day to give you an opportunity to not FOMO into anything and to always have the high probability setup to minimize losses, right? That this is the only option that can happen when you're taking a trade. So you minimize all those taking all your losses, if that makes sense, right? So I've shown you guys in the previous, let me get a blank clear chart here, right? So I've shown you guys here from the past, as you guys can see here an example, right? You're going to find a structure, right? You're going to find that structure or so-called an impulse. I'm going to go over here in depth and I'm going to go find example for us, right? So you're going to find that impulse or structure, and then you're going to find that POI in a form of SND, an unmitigated zone, right? You're going to wait for price to come up to that zone. Once you have that price come up to that zone, you will confirm it via Wyckoff and take the price lower and lower, liquidating that low, taking 80% of your position here, or leaving it to run to go lower and lower, liquidating all those areas, those protective lows, right? So let's look for that example right now, and just shout out to Tesla. We've been calling Tesla back when it was at 151. Literally, we have this line. If you guys been following my YouTube or my Instagram, I literally put that out where these are my support and resistance for Tesla, right? And right now it's just delivering beautifully. I do want to put up a 101 here for Tesla, right? What is this, 102? No, I want 101.81. Just real quick for us, right? I just wanted to put that because that's where you're bound. So I want to put that there. I didn't have that there. However, we have Tesla right now looking to have some deliveries here, which is just playing beautifully, right? Let's go, guys. Let's look for some example here. I don't want to use Exum anymore. Let's go to Target. We never really play Target. No, hang on. Let's go to Costco. Costco has an example on the supply zone. Guys, this is totally random. I'm just going from previous example, right? So I have Costco here, right? I have Costco here. And what literally happened here is Costco, we found an impulse in the overall trend, right? I believe it was in the weekly right here. So we have Costco here in a super downtrend. If you look at the yearly, I'm sorry, it's not a downtrend, excuse me. Right? We have rules here, by the way. Number one is you find the trend overall, right? Once you have that trend, you refine your zone. Once you have that refinement of your zone, you wait for your confirm via Wyckoff. So what happened here is that I was looking at this in the monthly time frame, right? I believe it was in the weekly, excuse me. And I have a displacement around this area. So what does that mean? What happened here? Well, technically I had Costco on the scalp. The overall trend is overall bullish, right? It's bullish. However, I was scalping it on the downside. As you can see, Costco right here, right? Costco right here. Well, Costco had a run up and displacement around this area. So it had a POI around here, and that's why right now it is ripping. Right? Costco is in an uptrend right now. It's making a bounce around this area, right? This is the POI right here. But there is unmitigated portion around this area, so I'm just watching that. However, in the weekly and the daily time frame, I am looking at that play as a potential for shorts, and this is exactly what it did, right? If you don't believe me, if you think I'm just drawing this, it's totally fine. If you stay in tune in my previous channel, you guys can see that, and you guys can definitely see what happened and how I called this back when it was like at, I believe it was like at 500 something, right? We didn't technically catch it all the way up here. It's on my Instagram as well. Yeah, long story short, now we have Costco here. So we are looking for longs, and right now we are looking to take it all the way back around this structure high of 540, right? Once you have that 540, we can even take out this right here. This is a structure, right? This entire structure right here. Well, technically it's here. Excuse me, guys. It's not there anymore. It's right here. This is even better, right? And just the structure all the way here. Much better. You guys see that? Right, so Costco can take that out. This is done now, but I'm going to leave it here. So my next price target is around this protective high at 556.14, 565.14, right? Like I said, guys, you don't have to believe me. This is on my Instagram. I believe I posted it a month ago, back when it was early December, I believe. And right now it's January 8th. So that's totally fine if you guys don't believe me. Yeah, you guys, so we're just enjoying that right now. So Costco is looking for a huge run at 564. That's a beautiful run up right there. And that's basically the same strategy, right? So what I did here is we look for that confirm. We had that structure. I'm gonna make a mini drawing right here. So we had that structure on the downside. We had a supply zone, right? Once we caught that supply zone, we just waited for price to come up, just like what's happening here, right? We had the structure, we had the supply zone, had that run up, we had that touch right here. We had that touch right here, right? This is that green box, right? That green box. However, you would have taken multiple losses. I did not refine my zone, so if I did take this, which I didn't, we caught it right around this around somewhere around here, right? It was already falling. We caught it somewhere around here, so we missed it. And then once again, if you would have taken this entry right here, you would have taken losses. You would have got stomped out. And if you've taken another one right here, which is a UTAD in the lower time frame, which is liquidating all these equal highs and taking all the liquidity, you would have gotten all your money back right here, right? And just leave it running and running. So that confirm is basically right here. So we have price coming up to that. I'm sorry, guys. So we have price coming up to that zone, right? Once it come up to that zone, let's make this black. Potentially having here, right? And just taking it to the downside. And that green box is right here, which is that touch. It did not touch the red box, so I'm just going to adjust here just a little bit. Right, I just want to make it as perfectly as possible for us. I know you guys understand the concept, but I just want to make sure nobody's get confused. So this same example right here is basically this example. You would have taken multiple losses, and this is why I talk about when you refine your zone, you are most likely to take losses. You are most likely to misplay. Excuse me. Once you miss that play, it's okay. But once price come into there, it will be fine. Like if I would have just refined it to this green little zone right here, right? Because this right here had a liquidity to grab, I would have just taken this loss right here, potentially this loss, this red candle, right? I would have taken my loss and would have came back up. However, I've taken 3 losses. I would have just taken one loss right here, got another entry right here, liquidating all that equal highs, and what happened? It would have just fell down and just targeting the structured low, and that's exactly what delivered here, right? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It delivered perfectly if you caught it, and that's the thing about refining zone. However, I did not refine that zone, so we would have taken multiple losses around that area. Where was that? It was around this area right here, right? No, it was just on top of this wick right there. We would have taken it that SND 2.0 in the weekly. Yep, right there. From this red to from this green candle, from this red candle, excuse me, from that red candle right here. I just want to make sure we're not from this red candle all the way to this high, right? That's where the structure is, and in the daily you can see that touch, right? It was like this before. So we've taken 3 losses. However, you can still make money. You can, when you find out the trend, right? That is the rule. When you find out that trend, when you know the overall trend at this scenario on my daily, it was bearish. We're looking to it was displacing to the downside. Therefore, we are looking to take it to the downside. So we had that play, right? When you know where the trend is going and you're taking multiple losses here, you can still make money. Once you know where the market is going, you can take losses like this and make money. Why? Because you've taken 3 losses here. However, if you would have caught this play, you would have made all that money back. That's all that. Shout out to Mark Douglas for that wisdom, right? You can take losses and still make money. What he meant by that is when you know where the trend is going at this certain scenario, it was bearish. So therefore, we've taken multiple losses on this entry, trying to confirm that downtrend. However, we lost 2 of them, right? Every single candle that we're seeing potential to the downside, we're taking entries, right? But we lost 2 in this scenario. However, this third one confirmed it for us that we were going down. So it had taken that from 540 all the way to 447, and that was just a beautiful trade. We would have hold that play for at least, I don't know, I'm not counting how much candle this is right now, but for at least 2-3 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks, right? Or maybe 3 weeks and some change. I'm not counting here, right? But it was a beautiful delivery in that play, and we're literally just using this strategy over and over, and it's the same thing vice versa to the top side. So if you caught this to the downside, it's the same thing. Now you're catching it to the upside, right? Why did this jump like that? Because in our weekly, we know we had a POI right here, this red candle, so we stretched it, that point of interest, creating that zone, because overall we know the structure is from here to here, right? From this protective high to this protective low. That is where that pump up happened, breaking and creating a displacement around this structure right here, right? Once we broke a displacement, we know we're going up. So now we're looking for that point of interest. Where did this last down move before this up move happened, which was right here? So now you're just patiently waiting for price to come down. You could have caught it up here too, basically, right? And it went up. Now you caught it once again and it's right here, right? You see that? You guys see that? You could have caught it up here. So from here to there, you could have just waited for price to come down, which it did, and it had that run up. Now I still like the zone, right? I still like the zone. So what I'm doing is that I'm still leaving that zone there, and I'm understanding that this zone right here is actually my point of interest, and this zone is still valid to me because it never broke, right? So it's perfect. I'm leaving the zone here. I'm just waiting again for price to come down here and confirming it again, right? This is a little bit of experience type of entry because you have 2 plays here. You have a play to the upside and you have a play going to the downside, but you're not confusing. You know exactly where you are in the market at this point. You won't get that confused, guys. Please understand that we are not going to separate the higher time frame with the lower time frame. We're intertwining the two, right? We know the overall trend that's happening right here, right? We know the overall trend is a bigger time frame. We know overall because as you can see in our yearly, we are bullish, right? We are bullish, to be honest with you. We are bullish. We took a pullback and we can potentially see Costco taking out that 609, right? We can take out because the entire structure is right here. The entire structure is right here from this high to this low. That's why I have this POI just in case in my yearly time frame, right? You see that that black zone right here. That's my yearly zone. So if it comes here, I can potentially look for bounces, right? But on our weekly, we're just playing around here right now, right? So I want you guys to understand that I'm intertwining the higher time frame to the lower time frame and not getting it confused. Okay. So now once we have price come up there, we made money on our shorts. Now we know the overall trend is high and the price has went back to our zone. So therefore we are taking longs, and now we can see Costco going to 564.21, right? Once you guys see this going to 564.21, I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded. It's going to probably be uploaded May something of 2023 because right now it's only January 8th, but I'm so ahead, right? Guys, we are so ahead of our YouTube channel. We are so passionate in creating videos like this every day. We want to make sure we stay consistency and ahead of creating these videos. I'm providing the utmost value to you guys. Well, that's what I believe, that I provide value to you guys, right? Some of you guys are loving it. Some of you guys, you know, is not understanding, and I'm okay with that. It's not for everybody. But when I do come into this mic, and when I do see this, when I do speak into that white camera right there, I do provide value, and I know I'm providing value to you guys, because some of you guys are literally giving me photos and pictures of you guys understanding the concept of what I'm talking about here, right? But let's not get derailed. So once again, we know Costco has reached our zone, and we're taking Costco to the upside now. It's now the vice versa, right? So we know the shorts is this entire schematic right here. So therefore, what we're doing now is we have one, our structure again, but in this entire example, I'll make this right. In this entire example, now we have Costco going from down all the way up, right? All the way up. And then in the lower time frame, you know what? This is perfect right here. So this was the lower time frame that we did with Costco, right? So now in the high, there's a bigger schematic overall to that, you know, in a bigger time frame, right? Now we have that red right here. Don't get confused, guys. So in a schematic within itself, we have Costco going up, taking out that structure high, right? Don't get that confused, please. I know it looks a little crazy, but don't get it confused, guys. Stay with me here. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Stay with me. Let's make this green box. You guys see that in the lower schematic, in the lower time frames, we had our schematic right here for puts, which you put it right, and then on our higher time frame, we have this overall bullish trend that we wait for price to come down, which it did. Now we're taking it to the upside, right? Forget about this. So that's perfect right here, and that's what's going on with Costco. That's what I've been preaching here since the beginning, since I learned this strategy, right? This is the sniper trading system, right? Sniper trading system. This is it, guys. This is the game changer right here. This is it. When you go to the market, when you open up your laptop, you know exactly what you're looking for. Guys, I gave out the top down analysis where I break for me that I gave out the example of how I break the market down, right? This is basically how I create my watch list. This is where I find the story in the market. This is where I understand where we currently are. This is where, if you will know, where price action is crap, right? That you're not supposed to be trading crap market unless you know how to scalp and you're much more experienced. But you want the market to give you a certain clear direction, and you can literally just make millions playing one stock, right? One ticker. When you know where you are in the market and you know exactly what you're looking for, guys, you can position yourself to win big time here. Kid you not. Right? Don't get that confused. Some of us have literally 50, 40 watch lists, right? Maybe it works for us, but for me, that doesn't work for me. I trade literally like 4 stocks, 5 at most. Usually I'm just trading QQQ, SPY, and NVIDIA most of the time. That's literally it, right? But you guys, that is the strategy right there. I want you guys to use it. I want you guys to do your own due diligence. Guys, if I added value to you, please like and subscribe. I love each and every one of you, and I just want to see you all win. If you guys like this video, like and comment. If you didn't, just comment what it is, what I can work on. Everybody learns differently. But you guys, I'm going to create more videos and have other ideas. But for now, just take this with a grain of salt. If what you're doing is already working, keep doing what you're working. Just add this to your toolbox, right? Once again, you guys, I love each and every one of you, fam, and I'm out. Peace.